Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us for our final push webinar today. I'm really happy to be joined here in O'Kane by my colleagues from the Holy Cross Fund, Christine Riendo, Alex Greeley, Kelly Whalen, Shannon Wood, Pete Zona, and Megan Walker, and also Greta Morgan, Holy Cross's new Director of Development. Really excited about this year and this June, and really happy to have you on the line today. So today, as of yesterday, Holy Cross is making great strides towards reaching all of its goals. Our goal this year for the Holy Cross Fund is to raise $9.8 million from alumni, parents, and friends. And as of yesterday, we were tracking just over $563,000 ahead towards our $9.8 million goal. We also continue to make some good progress towards our 50% goal, starting yesterday at 36.2%. Continuing to track a little bit behind last year. You'll see that we're about a half a percentage point behind where we were this time last year, and we are 168 donors behind where we were this time last year, but continuing to make progress towards our 50% number and our 9.8 number. I wanted to share with you, I know some of you have seen this slide before, but share with you some year-end trends. You'll see that in 2016, we started June at 34.1%, and we've been tracking just behind or on par with where we were by this time last year, all year. So we are continuing to watch these numbers, but I think what's really, really important to note is that as we have been pushing the close of the fiscal year earlier towards June 30th, we have been relying on that time after June 30th to get a number of gifts in. And you'll see that last year we closed on July 1st, and we got the final 4 percentage points in that last day. So I think that you'll see on the right-hand side, we're closing on Friday, June 30th this year. So it will be really, really important that we have all of those gifts in by that Friday, June 30th. And we are going to try to work, we are working to close on June 30th. If the college meets its goals, the $9.8 million and 50%, we will be closing on Friday, June 30th. The college is closed for the 4th of July weekend on Monday, July 3rd and Tuesday, July 4th. So it's really, really important that all gifts are made online by midnight Eastern Standard Time on that Friday, June 30th. That all gifts are called in by 5 p.m. And that all gifts are dated and postmarked June 30th. We will process the gifts that come in the following week that are postmarked June 30th, but we would really like to close down online giving and phone giving as of midnight on June 30th. So I'm going to turn this over to Alex Greeley, who's one of the Associate Directors in the Holy Cross Fund and has really done a great job this year overseeing our Holy Cross Fund solicitation calendar. She's going to walk us through our solicitations for the remainder of the year.
Hi everyone. We have a pretty robust plan to target those who have not given yet in FY17. And as you can see here, we're well on our way within the solicitation schedule. So far, some classes have sent out a class letter in the beginning of June, and if you haven't already, please consider writing one with a plug for everyone to get their gift in by the 30th. We also sent out a pre-phone-a-thon email to all of our FY17 non-donors. And we have sent out a Saving the Place email to those of you in classes 1987 to 2016. So far, this was our first countdown email, and it has yielded over 100 gifts. Following closely behind, this past Monday, our Saving a Place mailing was mailed out to classes 1948 to 1986, and that included a cover letter, their class honor roll of donors, and it just dropped first class on Monday. We'll be following up with that group with an email later this week to hopefully get more names on those honor roll lists. As Maggie mentioned, on Thursday, we'll be kicking off our challenge on June 15th and announcing that once we hit our 50%, a group of alumni will be giving $500,000 to the Holy Cross Fund. Following up on that announcement, we will have a countdown email letting all of our FY17 non-donors know how many donors we are away from hitting our goal. On the 22nd, we will have some segmented Linden Lane emails And those are divided up into our Linden Lane Live-Uns. So those who are Linden Lane last year but have not yet given this year, our Linden Lane members from the class of 2016, and our Almost Linden Lane list, which are people who have had 4 years of consecutive giving to the college. On June 27th, we'll be following up with an email letting people know that there's still time to get their gift in. And then on June 30th, that will be the deadline day for gifts. We'll have an email go out in the morning and then follow up with hopefully some very good news around midnight. And now I will turn over the presentation to Christine, who will go over the 2017 reunion.
Hi, everyone. As Maggie mentioned earlier, the Holy Cross Fund is trending just over $500,000 ahead this year, and this is due in large part to several really outstanding reunion gift efforts that have taken place. Our goal this year was to raise $3,140,000 for the Holy Cross Fund from our 12 reunion classes. And I'm just delighted to report that to date, our reunion classes have raised just over $3,300,000. So really, really outstanding efforts that we're proud of. Several classes have broken records. And we have a few classes that are still continuing to work to break even more records. The college just welcomed back several thousand alumni over the course of the past 2 weekends. Thankfully, it did not rain, or if it did, it was only for a short period of time. And all just really enjoyed a wonderful couple of weekends here on the Hill.
Okay, so a little bit about the 2017 class gift. So they have, as you can see on the left there, a Give Campus Challenge that's been sponsored by a member of the Board of Trustees. If the class hits 70% participation by June 30th, the member of the Board of Trustees will give $10,000 to the college. As of this morning, there's 63.3% participation, so 46 donors to 70%, which will be a record in the last 25 years or so. As we can see on the bottom there, the 70% participation is going to add a little over 1.3 percentage points to the overall number, so really important. The committee's been a great group of volunteers that really kind of started in February with the I Love Holy Cross Challenge and have continued to work really hard, as well as 100% senior athlete participation that happened in February as well.
The Crusader Athletic Fund is also having a really great year. As of yesterday, just over 3,500 alumni, parents, students, and friends have given $1.4 million to the Crusader Athletic Fund. The Crusader Athletic Fund has a really active and vibrant executive committee who have been reaching out to teammates and classmates. And the affinity groups for football, men's lacrosse, and men's hockey have been also reaching out to those former athletes and students. There are volunteer efforts for baseball, women's lacrosse, field hockey, golf, soccer, and softball and track. The Crusader Athletics Fund was founded in 2007, and Holy Cross, not surprisingly, has been over 50% since 2007. I think it's really important to note that the work that the Crusader Athletics Fund does on behalf of for Holy Cross every year to secure gifts from new donors and from alumni donors has really been key in keeping Holy Cross over 50% and will continue to be really, really important.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Whalen, Director of President's Council. I'm happy to report that we have a strong final push plan in conjunction with the emails and letters that Alex Greeley outlined for you all. Coming up on June 16th will be the final from the desk of the President email from Father Burroughs with an ask for President's Council donors that supported the college last year with a President's Council level gift to please do so by June 30th. A year-end email toward the latter part of this month is also planned as a final reminder and push from David and Michelle Joy, our co-chairs of President's Council. And year-end phone calls in conjunction with the Crusader Athletics Fund Executive Committee, along with the President's Council Executive Committee, will be reaching out to President's Council donors to fulfill their President's Council level gifts, again, by Friday, June 30th. And our Phonathon students will also be a wonderful support to us during this final push as well.
Thanks, Kelly. That leads right into Phonathon, and I'm happy to report that about 30 Holy Cross students have signed up and started working last week, and they'll be working on the Phonathon throughout the month of June. Last week was truly a record-setting effort for the first week of June. We took in more than 120 gifts in the room, and that doesn't account for a number of gifts that came in online that were credited to our Phonathon callers. On Sunday, June 25th, we are going to have an open Phonathon for alumni, so if you're in the area, we'd love to see you there. So feel free to come back to campus. Additionally, you are certainly familiar with the new class agent portal, and at this point, over 670 agents have activated their accounts, and this makes Holy Cross the biggest user of this REHER platform of all schools in the country. The portal is mobile friendly, and so it's very easy to download the free app and use it on the go. And while the current design is more user friendly for class agents, we are working to unveil a class chair specific campaign, so more to come on that.
And as Alex mentioned, we have a challenge that's kicking off on Thursday at midnight. A group of alumni will give $500,000 to the Holy Cross Fund when the college reaches 50%. Once again, we're going to use Give Campus. Give Campus, if you remember, is what we used during the I Love Holy Cross Challenge and the Give Purple Challenge. It's also what Shannon is using with the class of 2017 on the Senior Class Gift Challenge. And we're using this as a way to really try to get some excitement in these last few weeks of the fiscal year. It has a streamlined giving form. There's great integration with social media, so donors are able to share on Facebook and Twitter that they have made a gift. And you're also able to have instant updates. So as someone makes a gift through the Give Campus site, you'll start to see that number of donors needed to 50% tick down. If you haven't used your Give Campus account for another campaign run by another school since February, we wanted to walk through the steps of how to create an account and how to become an advocate. That's one of the things that has been most successful for Holy Cross during our last 2 Giving Day challenges, was the ability to have volunteers sign in and become advocates and really be able to track their effectiveness and the impact of their outreach. So to create an account with Give Campus, you go to www.givecampus.com and you click sign up or log in the top right-hand corner of the site. And you can either create an account using your email address or your Facebook login, and then that's how you can log in as well. You can also log in with your Facebook account. Once the challenge is active at midnight on Thursday, you can go online and you can log in and click the Advocate tab on the main challenge site. And if you click the copy links to share, that will give you your advocate-specific link that you can share in your emails, on your social media, and as you reach out to your classmates and to your friends and ask them to give. And if you remember from any of our challenges, you can track the success of each advocate by seeing how many clicks they generated, how many donations, and how much those donations totaled. Give Campus also offers the opportunity to do matching challenges. Someone can go on and make a gift or make a pledge and challenge a specific group to make a gift, or you can say that you'll make a certain amount of gifts if X donors make a gift within that hour. So that's one of the really nice things about Give Campus, is that it allows people to have a little fun and to reach out to their contacts and to challenge them through the site. So today is June 13th. Really, if you haven't started your outreach, please consider starting your outreach soon. We do continue to track just a little bit behind where we were this time last year, and we know that we need more donors this year than we needed last year to maintain 50% participation. So please engage your agents and create your calling committees. The new class agent portal offers a great opportunity to really engage your agents. You can see who is logging in and who's using that system. we will need to acquire about 1,000 more new donors in order to hit 50% participation. We can't rely on the live bunts, people who made gifts last year alone. Please consider reaching out to your side bunts first so that they don't receive all the communications throughout the month of June. And likewise, please focus on donor retention. Live bunts with less than 3 years of consecutive giving are much less likely to give again this year than someone with 3 or more years of consecutive giving. And the earlier they make their gifts in the month of June, the more likely they are to give again next year. And then do what works best for your class. Phone works really, really well. Email, text, Facebook messaging. Use the method that you know how to contact your classmates and your friends. So I want to open this up for questions and answers. On the right-hand side of your screen, there's a box where you can type in questions. Or if you raise your hand, I can unmute your phone. All right, well, thank you very much to everyone who called in today. And again, thank you for all you will do over the next 17 days to engage your classmates and your friends. And we are here if you have any questions or need any information, and you'll be hearing from us regularly. Again, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.